Good morning. Again, as we go through what we're doing for conics, this was the last problem of the quiz. Notice you have a graph, you have the focal point, so you know it's a parabola, you know it's opening sideways and to the left. You know your focal distance must be negative. You also know that the y term is being squared. So the first thing I expected a student to do was just to draw in the axis of symmetry. Now, if my memory is correct, the focal point and the vertex live on the axis of symmetry. So for us, my axis of symmetry is y is -3. So this focal point here is the coordinate for x is 1. The coordinate for y is -3. So let's see, I told you these were integers for this quiz. So 1, 2, 3, I go 4 units to the right. So my focal distance is -4. So that my vertex better be 5, -3. Then I go 1, 2, 3. That point right there is a point on the directrix. The directrix, I always say that wrong, and the axis of symmetry are always perpendicular. So I graph it. I believe that's x equals 9. Now let's put my equation together. Remember, it's going to be 4 times the focal distance, x minus h equals the quantity y minus k squared. 4 times -4, x minus, now 5 because you're going to the vertex, equals y plus 3 quantity squared. And I accepted that answer because that's the pattern. If you wanted to clean it up, I always write it like this. I know some textbooks solve everything, but there it is. There's everything you need. Now, if you want to talk about the domain of this parabola, if I'm looking at it correctly, is from -infinity to 5 inclusive, and the range is all real numbers. Now it said rewrite it in general form. Now general form was causing some issues. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, okay, -16x, I think plus, is that 80, is y squared plus 6y plus 9. I'm going to bring everything over here. Now in general form, there are no x squared, so it would be 0x squared plus, now we don't have an xy term. If you do, that's a rotated conic, but we don't. So we have y squared plus 16x plus 6y. When I subtract 80, 9 minus 80 I think is still 71. Don't forget the sign's negative, and it's equal to 0. Now it's in general form. I hope this helps.